This video tutorial I will explain what is DeadLetter Queue in Amazon SQS. What is Amazon SQS? Amazon SQS is a fully managed message queuing service that enables you to decouple and scale microservices, distributed systems, and serverless applications. Amazon SQS allows different parts of the system to communicate and process messages asynchronously. What is DeadLetter Queue? In message queuing systems, sometimes messages cannot be processed successfully. These messages can cause issues if they stay in the main queue. A dead letter queue is a special queue used to store the messages that cannot be processed or consumed successfully after a certain number of attempts. Why we have to use dead letter queue? First point is error handling. When a message fails to be processed repeatedly, the message is moved to dead letter queue. This prevents message from being retried endlessly and allows you to analyze the issue separately. Second point is debugging. You can inspect messages in the DLQ to understand why they failed and take corrective actions. Third point is resilience. Dead letter queue helps in building resilient applications by ensuring that failed messages don't disrupt the processing flow. Now we will see how does it work. First step is create queues. First you have to create a primary queue where messages are sent. Then you have to create a dead letter queue where the messages are stored which cannot be processed successfully by primary queue. Second step is configure dead letter queue. Configure the primary queue to use the dead letter queue. And in primary queue, specify the maximum receives threshold, which is the number of times message can be processed unsuccessfully before message is moved to the dead letter queue. Third step is message processing. Messages are sent to the primary queue and processed by consumers. Fourth step is failure handling. If a message fails processing, the message is returned to the primary queue for another attempt. After exceeding maximum receives threshold, the message is automatically moved to the dead letter queue. Fifth step is analyze a dead letter queue. You can then inspect the dead letter queue to understand why these messages failed and decide how to handle them. Now we will see the example scenario. Here you can see the primary queue which is order queue, and here you can see dead letter queue which is order DLQ, and maximum receives threshold is set as 3. Messages in the order queue are processed by your application. If your message fails processing and if this happens 3 times, then the message is moved to order DLQ. You can then review the order DLQ to see which orders failed and why the orders are failed. And message fails processing can happen due to the temporary issue with downstream services. Now we will see the benefits. First point is improved reliability. Ensures that failed messages do not block other messages from being processed. Second point is easier troubleshooting. Simplifies the identification and resolution of problematic messages. Third point is flexible handling. Allows for different handling strategies for failed messages like logging, alerting, or reprocessing after a fix. Now we will see key points to remember. Dead letter queue is associated with the primary queue. Messages move to dead letter queue after a set number of processing failures. Dead letter queue helps in isolating and troubleshooting failed messages. By using dead letter queues, you can build more robust and fault tolerant systems. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click on like button and please subscribe to my channel. You can get Java source code and PowerPoint presentation for each and every video. That you can see it in the description section of the video. Click on show more, and here you can see the description, and here you can see the links to download source code and PowerPoint presentation.